The first thing I tell people about myself is I am passionate about children. I just am. That's my core. That's why I probably didn't stay at UVA more than 2 years, because I missed the K-12 group. I just believe in them in a way that it's hard for me to describe. I get very emotional sometimes about them, but I just see them as, they're our future, and they're so important. They're just so important. And so that's some of the work that I try to do to spread that message, because I also believe it's important in the community, because we can do all that we want in the schools, but unless the young people feel valued in the community, we won't make as much progress with them as we could. So I really reach out to community members and say, in just small ways at times, you send a signal to our children that you care about them. I consider our building as administrators that we're also a school. And so I've really pushed that and encouraged that with everybody that works in our building. Don't pass a child or a young person in the hallway without speaking to them. And I said, some of our teens, it might take 3 times and they might still not have spoken to you. But I guarantee you, they know. And one of my deep pleasures is when I'm in a school, I don't just say to the students, "Hi, how are you?" Especially if I'm there mid to the end of the day, I say, "What did you learn today?" And it's so much fun, because the older the kids get, they'll go, "What do you think they say?"
No.
Oh, no. And so I look at them and I say, no, wait a minute. And I pull up my badge and say, in case you don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Tanner. I'm the superintendent. And I tell them a little bit about my job. And then I said, so what did you learn today? And some of them will go, huh. And so then I always carry something to write with. And I say, what's your name? And then they look at me, and the older ones, and I say, and don't mess with me, because I'm the superintendent and I can find out. So give me the real name. And then as I say, so what you learned today? And then if they still say nothing, then I go, okay, let's just hold on a second. I won't make you late for your bus or your class, but who are your teachers? And they'll start going, whoa, why? And I say, well, you see, my job is to make sure learning goes on every day. And that's the reason we pay teachers. And if you've been here all day long and you haven't learned anything, then I need to find out why. We're getting close to 5,000 students now. We have 9 schools open this year, with the addition of the Locust Grove Elementary School opening, which has been exciting for us. Being a part of that. So, and when you count our facility, then that's 10 sites that we have that have students on a daily basis. Now, when I say those 5,000, that's talking about K-12, but we also do have the preschool program that we have in several of our locations. So we do serve a large population of 4-year-olds and younger. And of course, students with special needs come in very, very early to get services and are eligible for services. And under the law, if you have special needs, you're actually eligible until you're 22. So some people forget that we have a wide range of students that we serve in our schools. So I encourage people to if you ever have a question, just pick up the phone, call. If I'm not there, I try to have the 24-hour rule, and I try to abide by that. And I also tell people, if you ever try to get information and we don't abide by that, you need to let me know, because my 24-hour rule is, as long as I am there, and not in some place I can't be reached, which is very rare that happens, I want to at least get back to you in 24 hours. Even if I don't have the answer, I want to say, I have you call or receive this, and we're working on it, but get back in 24 hours, because I know people really, when they need an answer, they like to go and have an answer. Be a visitor to a classroom and just share your own expertise as members of the community and leaders, because you have more to share than just your dollars. We know that budgets are important to us, and support for kids are important to us, and all these wonderful grants that are coming from here for the teacher grants. That allows them to just do some things that we couldn't fund. And they are so appreciative of that, as we all are, because you'll get anything from, extra books in a classroom, to a piece of technology they wouldn't have had, to field trips they wouldn't have gone on without those grants. So we really do appreciate that.